Hello, and thank you for joining us, and welcome to today's webinar on self-service data science apps. We'll present today on how you, without a sort of coding or statistical background, you can use data to make informed decisions without relying on data scientists. My name's Don.
I'm Alex.
We both work for Kabula. Kabula is a cloud-based end-to-end advanced analytics and data management platform for both small and large businesses. Let me go through a little bit of housekeeping. This presentation will be lasting about 20 minutes. If you'd like to submit your questions, what we will be doing is going through them and giving you the answers when we send over a copy of the webinar. Thank you very much. Okay, Alex, take it away.
Hello and welcome to our webinar. Today, our main focus will be on self-service data science applications, how a company can utilize them in its processes, their value, and how end users who do not usually have a technical background can use them. In most cases, the analytics roadmap a company goes through can be divided into 4 stages: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. Throughout these 4 stages, different data analytics or data science tasks may be required, and as a company moves from one stage to the other, the value it can harness from its data increases, but at the same time, so does the difficulty of the equivalent tasks. Typically, a data scientist may spend the majority of his time in the first 2 stages with reports creation and diagnostics, and a little bit in the third one developing predictive models. As a consequence, more advanced cases of optimization or setting a course of action through the outcome of an analysis may end up unexplored. Hence, companies need to better utilize their pool of data scientists and at the same time democratize the data available in their domain to involve more business users in their analytics processes. In that way, data scientists can end up working on more complex projects, and at the same time, non-technical employees learn how to use data to extract the insights that they desire. Data science has been around for quite some time, but as more technological breakthroughs like advances in cloud computing emerge, more and more businesses can start incorporating it in their processes, understand the data that they produce, and gain insights out of them to set a new data-driven strategy. Every department inside a company generates data, meaning that there is also a potential to utilize them to enhance its processes. Typical examples of these cases may be attribution modeling for marketing, so as to assign credit for sales and conversions through different touchpoints that a customer goes through, recommendation engines, churn prediction or basket analysis for customer relationship, as well as proactive maintenance, process automation, and delivery optimization for manufacturing and logistics. From making better decisions, defining goals, identifying opportunities, and classifying target audience, to choosing the right talent, data science offers immense value to businesses. Depending on the operational area of a business, the benefits can differ, but on overall, some of the most immense opportunities that they can exploit using analytics are a data-driven decision-making that is based on facts and actual measurable results instead of management intuition and experience. In addition, measuring, recording, and tracking performance metrics allow the upper management to set new goals and reevaluate their past decisions. Identification of trends and opportunities that could not be seen before from only an operational point of view. Automation of tasks and processes. Better customer understanding through segmentation and analysis of their purchase behavior. As a consequence of all the aforementioned points, a company can eventually strengthen its competitive advantage and differentiate by providing tailored or enhanced products and services to its clients. To shift to a more data-driven culture and eventually embrace the opportunities that can come from data science, there are certain challenges that companies usually face, both on operational as well as technical and technological level. Different languages used within one project often cause problems in collaboration, compliance, and reusability. Moreover, a model that a data scientist has built on a single machine may not scale the same on a cluster. Despite the upward trend in demand for data analytics roles, there is still a lack of talent that possess both technical as well as soft and communicative skills. Strict security rules and data management processes do not allow companies to exploit technologies that may best fit their case, and does not promote the use and analysis of data by other employees who don't belong in IT. This can also create a dependency to the IT department, which can delay the delivery of even small and ad hoc reports. Every challenge, of course, has its own solution, and the one we are exploring during this webinar relates to the democratization of data and its use in self-service analytics and data science. When building a self-service infrastructure, as with any analytics process, there are a couple of stages that need to be stabilized before moving into data science. Usually, data science and advanced analytics is where true potentials hide, but without a proper consolidation of data that lead to it, the results will still not be trustworthy, no matter the algorithms or technologies used in the end part. All data need to be nice and clean in one place, passing through a stable infrastructure with possibility to scale, so that business users can trust the systems to eventually start interacting with data and use them as tools in their decision-making process. People that can utilize these systems and take advantage of this self-service technology are called citizen data scientists. A citizen data scientist is usually a person who creates or generates models that use advanced diagnostic analytics or predictive and prescriptive capabilities, but whose primary job function is outside the field of statistics and analytics. They are usually domain experts that have a great amount of knowledge in their respective operational area, but with little to no technical background in statistics or programming. These are the people that usually know what they want to get out of their data, but do not have the implementation skills to do it themselves. Hence, they need a tool they can trust and use on their own. Therefore, in order to empower these people, companies need to set up a self-service strategy that will eventually lead to the use of self-service data science. To succeed in this journey, business users need to be involved from the beginning of the process so as to take their feedback into consideration and understand their needs. Moreover, data needs to be released from IT's tight control so that more people inside a company can actually have access to them and use them, and of course set up the right technology and onboarding to facilitate the process and make it as smooth as possible. For the rest of the webinar, we are going to illustrate some of the custom-made data science apps that exist inside Keboola and can be utilized without requiring any advanced knowledge of statistics and programming whatsoever. As my colleague Don mentioned, Keboola is an integrated platform for ETL and advanced analytics. Keboola's primary functionality is to connect to multiple sources and provide a unified environment for further analysis and sequentially upload the desired and formatted data into another source, like an internal database or a BI software of your choice. One of the features included is a connector to your own private repository, which means custom-made data science apps that have been already developed can be linked and executed inside the platform. Today's focus, though, will be on the data science catalog that already exists inside the platform and includes applications that have either been developed by our partners or ourselves. The first app that we will go through is about natural language processing. Natural language processing is a popular area in data science and machine learning that mainly involves the processing and analysis of large amounts of unstructured natural language data. Usually, applications that fall under this category are quite cumbersome to implement and require a deep knowledge of the subject as well as a lot of time. Despite that, the analysis of natural language data is another source of information and can hide insights that would not be available to a company otherwise. Typical use cases in NLP is sentiment analysis, keyword matching, sentence classification, and reviews analysis. Through these cases, companies can analyze comments or reviews in social media, in their website, or in other platforms that they may use and understand how their customers feel and evaluate the services and products that they provide. In more advanced situations, inquiry emails can be automatically answered or redirected to a specialist, which can lead to an automated support service and free up employees' time for more important tickets. The custom-made NLP application that exists in our platform has been developed by one of our partners, Genia, and basically requires a text input to execute a sentiment analysis as well as a relation analysis. The application generates a sentiment value for every row of text, distinguishing among positive, negative, or neutral values, and also breaks down a sentence into relationships with a logical structure. For instance, the sentence, "I can fully recommend their delicious scrambled eggs," can be broken down into recommend, which is the verb, I, the subject, and eggs, the object, thus giving a logical structure to the dataset. Apart from this core functionality, the end user can also choose a topic that his text falls into, like news articles, hospitality customer care, and transportation customer care, and can also extract tags that group similar objects of similar topic together. For example, a tag can be cancelled subscription, save car, or terrible cook. The application can be used for a one-off report, or it can be part of an automation process that starts with a typical extraction, pre-processing, NLP, additional processing if necessary, and then import of the data into the desired source. For example, our core source may be Facebook comments of the company's page, cleaning of those data to remove any special characters if they exist, and then analysis of the data using the NLP application. Finally, the output data can be pushed into Tableau for further exploration and visualization. And this process can, of course, be repeated daily, hourly, or according to a more custom-made schedule. Moving on, the second and last app that we are going to present is about anomaly detection. Anomaly detection is the identification of observations that do not match a specific pattern or differentiate from other observations in a dataset. These observations can be a transaction that does not match a person's purchasing behavior or heavily overloads of a machine. Typically, anomaly detection spans different use cases in multiple industries, but two of the most common ones are manufacturing and finance. These cases can be fraud detection, manufacturing maintenance, network intrusions detection, roaming abuse, and unusual customer behavior. The custom data science application that is part of the platform has been created by one of our developers in Keboola and requires a time series as an input so as to identify if any outliers exist. Its configuration is quite straightforward as the user only needs to select the column that he wants to identify outliers and then the aggregation period. After this configuration, the application is being executed and the final output with the outlier is being produced. Again, as with the previous case, the application can be used for a one-off report or it can be part of an automation. For instance, customer purchases can be extracted from an Oracle database. The data can be cleaned so as to remove empty values from the dataset. Then, the application spots any outliers in the dataset and the final output table can be uploaded into Looker for reporting purposes. Of course, the scheduling of the automation can be configured by the end user. As you can observe, data science tasks do not have to be only a technical person's responsibility, since even someone with a basic background can execute them and continue with the analysis that he desires. In fact, domain experts that usually have more operational knowledge can implement them, thus allowing data scientists to carry out more advanced and complex projects. For a more comprehensive list of components that are part of our platform, you can visit our developer portal page. Thank you for listening. This was Alex from Keboola.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us, and thank you, Alex. If you've enjoyed that, please tune in for our next webinar on customer journey and data analysis. As previously stated, keep your questions coming in. We will be replying to those when we send out a copy of the webinar. Please share it with your network, and we look forward to speaking to you soon. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.